a lot of men sometimes don't have substance. All they have is provision.
Yes.
So there's no substance, and because all I have is my ability to provide for you. Now, the moment I empower you to provide for yourself, you've taken
away the only thing I bring to the table.
Is over.
Yes.
There's nothing. So what we need to do also help men to begin to. There's more to relationship than just providing.
Yes.
There's a substance to a man. There's outside provision, but society has made them feel once you just have it, that's all you need.
That's responsibility.
That's all you need
provide.
when you're home, and that's a problem.
So and this thing you're talking about has also affected men in such a way that even the ones with great, fun, bubbly, confident personalities starts feeling a bit insecure when they don't have the provisions, or when they don't think they have enough, or in comparison to maybe what they think she's used to, or what maybe her friends are enjoying. Then all the problem starts in a whole nother capacity that is unforeseen.
And I think that we're a bit neglecting the fact that the society has a lot to play in this kind of thing. And of course, it has told us that the men have at least 70 to 80%
responsibility.
Control. Like, I don't want to use control over a woman or over the. Like this caller now, what she just said, I think her daughter needs to have a conversation with him because he's only complaining about the physical. No, hold on. This is my own perspective. He's just complaining about her physical attributes. He said lashes, makeup, and all of that. And I remember that I had this kind of conversation with a friend of mine. We're talking about women that will come to sort for our son, and then when our sons are ready to get married, and my son brings a babe home. That when she comes home, we said she'll come maybe with her wig and all of that. We're now like, we tell her to remove her wig. We want to see you natural. Remove the lashes. Wash your face. We want to see your face. We want to see.
You're already grooming.
You know what my friend did? My friend said that we're going to go swimming. She wants to see everything. And again, she was even telling her that, she even said that she's going to bring her picture from age 1, 2, 3, 4. We want to know if she's purely a woman.
I want to know what the purpose is. What is the purpose?
This is our son. We're talking about our son.
So now
I want to be sure that she's a woman.
You are making
want to see that Binta, that picture from age 1.
If your son gets to the age where he's able to, if your son gets to an age where he's able to choose a wife, I hope he's able to see these things that you're without needing to come to you. You see it.
We're going to help him see.
Let me take
Abubakar. We're going to do all this.
Oh my God, this is the most interesting perspective.
Abubakar, thanks for calling your line. Abubakar.
All right.
Yes,
welcome.
go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, you're live, sir. Go ahead,
Yes,
please.
please, I want to talk to. First, I want to address an issue there. My Muslim sister in the red scarf. I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
You said that you, at a particular time while you were a student, you had a male guest in your house, one of your classmates. I want to ask you, as a Muslim, do you think it was proper for you to have done that? Have a male guest in your house, an adult? I would say it was wrong, and I think you should know too. Now, talking about control, there's nothing like control in this thing. The fact is that before you marry somebody, you have agreed that these are the parameters you want to do. You have observed the person to see that this is the kind of person you really want. So, I want to make it abundantly clear here that when a man says, I don't want my woman to dress this particular thing, he's talking from experience. You are not, we are men, you are women. Whenever we are out there, we know what men talk about, the way women dress. So there's no man who, in his right sense, will want to, even if the woman does not want his wife to be addressed, even though she does not know about, does not know what the men are saying. This is why most men insist that their women should dress properly. And now, let me also ask this question. When you are married, are you dressed to please who? To please the husband or to please men on the street? I mean, what the man is actually doing is protecting you from the wolves amongst us. That is it. In any case, quite a number of you feel that it is control. It is not control. If a man is very, very confident that nobody will tamper with his wife when she goes about declaring and everything, there will be no problem. But what I'm telling you from the perspective of men, I know what women discuss about women who are clad in very, very skimpy dresses.
Awesome.
Okay, thank you, Abubakar, for your perspective.
So can I answer him?
Please.
Okay, so the guy that came to my house were classmates in school. Me and my husband went to school together, so he knows my male friends and I know his male friends. And that guy that used to come to the house, they've known each other, together because we go to read together and all. So that's how close we are. Even his friends, they come to the house as well many times, and we are gisting, we are playing and all of that. So that's
okay. Okay, he said, did you think it was appropriate?
Yes, that's what, that's what I'm asking
as a
him. Yes,
Muslim.
so
let's
but Islamically
felt that he was uncomfortable. She made the sacrifice
for
her
and
marriage.
For the business.
Yes,
and
it
I
also
forfeited
cost
the business.
Yes, it also cost us.
But let's go back to what
I wanted to
Abubakar
address-
said. I mean,
Yes.
because
Abubakar
you have to
knows
address,
that.
go ahead.
So what Abubakar said and something you said, we keep saying society, expectations, control, but at the end of the day, it's between Mr. A and his Mrs. A in their home. So even Abubakar, who now just called and said, oh, when a man is saying dress this way or don't dress that way, is because of what you don't know what the men are saying. Really, truly, if between you and your wife there's understanding, there's trust, there's love, there's everything that you need for a good home, what's your business what men are saying or not saying about what your wife wears or doesn't? You know what I mean? Like, it has no import on the joy, peace, and progress of your family unless you choose to make it. So sometimes I also feel like a lot of the problems comes from you're carrying more than is your fair share of load. You're trying to conform to all sorts of things that really don't impact you and your family.
Exactly.
And again, go ahead, Mariam.
So the lack of, for me, that's also a sign of a lack of insecurity, a lack of confidence. He was saying something about what people will say outside, and what people say outside is, it's just their opinion. I know of someone who, in fact, let me just, my own example, after I had my first child, there's this brown skirt I used to have when I was dating my husband, like, really short brown skirt. I really loved that skirt. I felt like it was the best mini skirt ever. And I've worn it many times throughout our dating. And then after I had my baby, I remember I tried it and I saw that I could fit into it. I was excited about it. My mom was in the house at the time and she was like, this skirt is not right. It's not appropriate for a woman who has just married woman that has it. And she said I ignored her. Then when my husband walks in there, she says it in English so that he will hear and he will join her. I was like, I like her like that. In fact, that is how, he's not worried about what my mom will say, this person will say, this person. He knows who he is. He's confident in who he is. So sometimes these issues that people say everyone is talking about, sometimes we need to sit down and ask ourselves what we like, what we want. Yeah. If you go out to date a woman that is dressed a certain way, if it's not what you like, why did you go there? Why did you go there to bring that person in just to change them? And then when they do not agree, you're saying you know what people are saying outside. So did you think that you saved her from what people... She knows what people are saying outside, but she has chosen not to care what they're saying because there are also a group of people that are looking at her dressing and they admire it. Now I need to make this is important because when you talk like this, people just assume that the man means you're dressing more appropriately, and anyone that's saying that a woman should dress the way she is because she's dressing inappropriately. Sometimes it's not because that person is inappropriately dressed. It's just that something that you don't like, you don't understand yet. My husband, too, sometimes we have a difference of opinion with my dressing. And I realize it's because he's much older. He does not have the fashion sense that I got, But it is based on, that conversation is mutual respect. It's not about controlling me. And it's not about what people will say.
Okay, let me go on a very short break. When we come back and take comments on social media and some more phone calls. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.